hello, bonjour, salve, hola, ni hao, konnichiwa. To all my Skeletors, welcome to the Skeleton Closet podcast. All right, here we talk about it all. No subject is off limits, especially since Freak Offs and Baby Oil made its debut. Okay? All right. Now, 2024 gave all the skeletons a voice. They are tired of sitting in a hot ass closet. Can the church say amen? Amen and amen. This platform provides light, air, irrigation to all skeletons trapped in the closet. Now come along if you dare to be exposed. Now here's the disclaimer. Our podcast videos are only here to entertain your trapped skeleton. It's all closet talk for entertainment purposes only. We encourage you to think outside the door for yourself and soul survival. Wink, 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 wink. Okay? Now that the formalities are out the way, I do want to add this statement. We are structurally unstructured over here, okay? As skeletons are going to do as they please. I just want y'all to keep that in mind. Now, I also want you to not pay attention to the reverberation. It just add emphasis on everything that I'm saying. Okay, thank you very much. And I also want you to know they gave the wrong skeleton a mic and a platform because it's gonna get messy over here. All right, guys, let's jump into our next episode.
It's Inauguration Day, and I just watched the inauguration live. And honestly, I must admit that I am quite excited for this term of our 47th president to take office. Now, the last time he was in office, I wasn't a fan. No, I wasn't. Honestly, because I didn't know what to expect. Now, fair enough, I don't know what to expect this term around. I feel like it was more of me being on my Obama bandwagon. When the transition of power took place. I just don't think that I was ready to see the Obamas leave the White House. But now here we are, and we have a new term, and I'm super excited for what is to come because I do feel like this is the change that we need for our country right now. And I'm going to be quite frank and candid that I did vote for Trump this election, because there are some things in the mandate that I do agree with. I agree with a lot of the points and the things that he was talking about that he wants to bring light and attention to. I feel like it is time that a lot of the things that have been swept under the rug, or the things that have been in the skeleton closet. I'm a huge advocate for things coming to light, because there's only but so much we can bury. There's only but so much that we can hide and step over and act like doesn't exist. And so during this time, I honestly, I am super geeked at the change because of my optimism, outlook, and attitude. And another thing is, I'm the type of person who root for the underdog. And I look at how they try to deter, annihilate, disrupt, defame this man's character, try to get rid of him. I mean, the whole nines. And I just feel like they're not doing that for no reason. I feel like this man has a lot of change that he wants to implement in the country, that the country need. But I feel a lot of people don't know that they need this particular change. And yes, we may not agree with everything that he does. And I feel like that is okay, because we have family that we don't always agree with. We have friends that we don't always agree with. Changes in our job and company policies we don't always agree with. But there is a sense that, okay, listen, this is the change and we need to either get on board or find another job, or in this case, find another country to go to. I mean, it's honestly, what can we do? Now, the way this man has swept the votes, okay, I feel like a lot of people, they're over just settling for traditional norms. We need a shaking in the foundation of our country in order for our country to survive. Now, I don't normally get into politics or talk much about it because they are my personal views, and I don't normally share that too often. However, with this podcast, I do want to be a little more open and candid with you guys. And you don't always have to agree with me. I am okay with that. It's just a different perspective. It is just my view, and I'm always open to read the comments. If you guys, have some sort of rebuttal, I'm open to it. I'm not a selfish one-way type of thinker or one-way type of communicator. I believe everyone has a voice, and every voice should be heard. That's also a reason why I created this podcast, because even the skeletons that are in the closet, I feel like those skeletons have a lot to say. And although a lot of times people have been annihilated with their secrets, a lot of these skeletons have not been resting in peace because of the secrets that they took to the grave with them. And they want certain secrets and stories and truths to be told. And I really want this platform to be a safe space where information needs to come out. If I have a particular gift of mediumship and I'm channeling different messages, or there's a particular message that wants to come forth, most of the time it is not me in my view, it is me allowing skeletons to have a voice on this platform. So with that being said, I'm just thinking, like, should I pull some cards on this? Because you guys, you know, I love incorporating the tarot cards in a segment of the podcast show, just to see, like, you know, to give me some sort of delineation of, like, what is the message that a skeleton crossed over person is trying to convey. And so I just enjoy, you know, putting the pieces together and trying to understand the delivery of the message. I'm just trying to think. Oh, while I'm thinking, okay, so I was watching The Luncheon. I was watching a lot of the behind the scenes coverage of the inauguration. And I also had my niece to sit down with me and watch it as well, because I'm like, hey, listen, we're watching history in the making here. And, you know, just answering any questions that I could, you know, answer for her so she can have a better understanding. You know, she's 7. And so, you know, I want her to have some sense of what is taking place in the world. I don't want her to just be sitting on YouTube and scrolling through God knows who channels, or, you know, I just want her to have some sense of balance in life, of knowing, like, hey, listen, there are real things that are taking place. There are laws that are in the making here, and there's history that's being made. And hello, you are a part of this history. This is what's taking place in real time. I know you guys hear my background. It's not as quiet as it normally is. And for that reason, it's because, yes, school is out. And so the kids are home. So you have to expect some type of, you know, background noise. So just overlook that. I do want this podcast to be more of like a kitchen table talk, you know, like where I'm having an open and honest conversation with you guys, where things are not so structurally defined. Just like in my intro, I tell you guys, like, we are structurally unstructured over here. And I'm okay with that, because I am a firm believer of, like, true, raw, and authentic content. So I'm like, listen, life is not always going to be perfect. It's not going to always be the way you expect or want it to be. And you just have to roll with the punches. It's just like, listen, what you going to do? Like, dodge, stick a move, what? You know, bob and weave. You know, you just have to maneuver no matter what life brings your way, okay? Now, I was in the luncheon. So when I was watching the inauguration live, I'm going to be, like, so frank with you guys. I do not like JD Vance and his wife. I don't know why. But it's just something about them that I don't know. It's unsettling with my spirit. And most of the time when I get that uneasy feeling where I'm like, something ain't right about these individuals, I stay away from them. Like, I kind of shy away from them. I just, like, whatever. Not saying that I'm going to be in the vicinity of these individuals. I'm just saying these are the people who are the heads of our monarchy. Now, oh Lord, I done use that word, monarchy. And you guys are like, what? Monarchy? But listen, honestly, that's our power structure, whether people like that term or not. I mean, monarchy is just another term for government and power. So anyway, but yeah, it's something that is off about them that I honestly can't put my finger on, or can't put my intuition on. I just know that I don't like them. I don't like them to be our, like, vice president and second lady. I don't. And for some reason, every time I look at JD Vance, I'm like, why does he always look like something stink? Like, is it just me, or is, like, that's his facial, like, I don't know. Is that his facial, like, disposition? Like, his resting stank face? Like, every time I see him, he has the same countenance. The same. And I'm just like, hello, this is history in the making right now. This is the inauguration. Like, relax your face. Act like something doesn't stink. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, switch it up. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just don't. So I'm going to leave that alone. I think that Melania looks absolutely gorgeous. I thought she looked stunning. I feel like I feel like there's so many thoughts that goes through Melania's head. And as a feminine energy, as a female, as a woman, I look at her and I try to empathize with her in the situation that she finds herself in as the first lady of this country. And she's like, oh Lord, all these cameras in my face, lights,
I'm like, oh, I am like so over it already. I really don't want to be here right now. But she knows that this is a role that she has to play as, you know, the first lady of this country. So, and I love her choice of her outfit. Her entire sartorial was stunning to me. And I mean, I just thought it was brilliant that she chose to wear this really cute sailor's hat. I mean, some people may not call it a sailor's hat, but that's what I call those type of little cute little boat little hats. I thought she just killed the look entirely. I thought she looked great. You can tell during his second speech in the Emancipation Hall, you can tell that she was kind of zoned out. And I was laughing the entire time, but she just knew like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and just look cute. And so every time that President Trump would make a reference to her, like she didn't know, she just smiled and just shook her head, like she just didn't know, because she was not like paying attention to everything that was being said. She was just like, I'm just going to sit here until it's time to go. That's all I'm gonna do, whatever. I mean, honestly, I love her entire disposition. Now, another thing, she gives off like this sassy, her entire physiognomy gives off like very sassy, and like she know that she's this chick. She knows she's the billionaire's wife. Listen, I'm here for it. I don't like our second lady. I don't know why. I'm sorry I have to say this again. I just don't. And I really want to figure out what is it about their energy that does not like agree with mine, that rubs me the wrong way. I know I'm saying this like it's personal, but it's not personal, but I read energy. That's what I do. And I'm just like, something about their energy is just uneasy. Now, I feel like the second lady, her entire sartorial, her clothing choice, I feel like she was trying, because she knew that she was going to be like sitting with Melania, and we all know that Melania is like this fashion icon. Like she does it, she gets it right. She never had like a bad day. And even like to her, like if she felt like it was a bad day to us, we was like, we couldn't even tell the difference, because all her days seemed like they are like A+, as they should, as a billionaire's wife. But yeah, it just seemed the second lady just gave I feel like it was an antiquated look with the hairstyle that meets like a modern blush color. I don't know. It was just, I felt like the second lady was trying too hard. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. I would like to see, I feel like there's lack of originality. I think that's what's missing. I want to see more of the authentic side of the second lady. Like, who are you for real? Like, not who you portray to be. I want to know, who are you for real? Like, who are you to our country? Like, we have a right to know who our second lady is. Like, don't put on this facade. And I think that's you know what? They're cloaked. That's what it is. The vice president and his wife, they're cloaked to like give off some type of facade. But why? Who are they for real? Is the question. Who? Now, I'm gonna come back to that. I want to go to talk about when he was signing the executive orders. Now, there was 5 different executive orders that that required his John Hancock. And did y'all notice how when he was trying to make small talk with like the cabinets, like the primary law holders, lawmakers, the cabinets who were standing around the table, he was trying to make small talk with them, and they were acting so weird, like robots, like yeah. Like, I was like, chill out, just breathe. I feel that we need like more relaxed people in the White House, in office, in positions of power, because you can tell these individuals were sycophants. Okay, they was just like, what? But not fully understanding. Like, listen, read the president's body language. He's just trying to have small talk with you. You don't have to be so uptight right now. Like, this is a celebratory moment. Let's enjoy it. Just chill. He's trying to talk about like how warm it was, from bringing it from the outside to the inside, because it was so cold outside in DC. So he's just like, you know what, we brought it in, because normally the inauguration is always held outside on the Capitol, steps and everything. But I don't know. They were just, I don't know. I was just looking at these people like, come on now. You telling me you don't know how to just let your hair down, relax your shoulders, drop your arms, like, just talk. Trump, he was just like, man, it's whatever, I'm the boss. This is nothing new to me. I just have a new title here. And this is my executive office. Like, that's it. He just know who he is. What you see is what you get. And I appreciate that the most with him. Because at least he's not going to tell you one thing and turn around and do something else. What this man says is just what it is. And you can't do nothing but respect that. I have a problem with the people who lie in front of your face, give false different narratives, tell you they're going to do something, don't do it. They tell you one agenda and go behind and do something else, and everything is just so misconstrued. It's just like, come on now, why do you have to make it complicated when it doesn't have to be? That's all I'm saying. And I just think we as a country, we need someone who has our best interests at heart. Now, I know a lot of people may think like, oh, MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. And I'm like, you know what? If you take a moment and drop that word, drop your preconceived notion of how you feel about this individual. Let's take racism out of it. Let's truly see if this man is going to give Americans a fair chance. And I feel like in return, Americans need to give him a fair chance. That's all. We all cannot sit up here and talk about the man this, the man that, but have we given the man a fair chance to give us a fair chance? Let's start there. Also, in the signing of those executive orders, I love the way he gave the pen. He signed, did y'all notice if you watch? He signed every single executive order with the same pen. And I watched the people surrounding the table. You know, you have like the little lawmaker, the cabinets, the people who were standing around the table. They were looking like, oh my gosh, she's using the same pen. These people are so weird. I'm sorry, they are. If that was me, if I'm in any type of position of power, I cannot have no weirdos around me. You cannot be stiff around me. You need to loosen up, for God's sake. Loosen up. They was like almost in like a little panic because he used the same pen to sign every single executive order. Normally, each executive order brief, you would like use a different pen because you want to give the pens that you sign these executive orders to like your cabinets. No. These people almost like, my Lord, okay, I'm gonna watch my mouth, but these people almost, you know what, fill in the blank, for real. Because he used the one pen, and then on top of that, he gave the pen to a black man. Now, I'm not, like I said, let's leave race out of it, but I have to tell you what I pick up. If you look at the way those other individuals look, when he gave that one pen that he signed all those executive orders to that black man, like, they was like, like, you could tell they almost lost their shh. I'm trying to watch my mouth. But yes, go back and look at it. Somebody needs to clip that. You need to look at that video and watch their entire facial expressions. Watch their disposition change. Their entire body language, like, it just like, what? How dare he? And I mean, I don't know. It was comical to me. I was like, I'm here for it. I'm here for all the shadiness in the White House. My goodness. But I'm not here for the stiffness in the White House. Y'all need to loosen up. You need to laugh, crack some jokes. And I did enjoy the fact that he was cracking jokes. And let me tell you, he has no problem with that little potty mouth he has. I was like, you know what, Trump? I'm so glad that you have a personality. You have a voice, and you're not afraid to speak your truth and say what it is unapologetically. I was here for it. All right, guys. I haven't decided if I was going to pull cards or not. I don't think I should pull cards in this reading. Oh, in this reading, my goodness, in this video. I'm just going to leave it be. I just wanted to chat with you guys and, you know, just let you know how I feel about it, what I saw. And, you know, guys, tell me how you feel about it. Tell me what you saw, moments that stood out to you, and how you feel about everything. Are you going to give this man a fair chance? Or are you going to continue to, like, defame his character, his reputation, talk down on him without having an optimistic outlook? This is a new year. It's a new term. Let's do something different. Let's shake things up, because we really need it. We really need it, because when I look at the changes that has taken place over the course of 8 years, man, like, when you take a moment and look at that, it's not just inflation that changed. Like, our entire, like, living conditions have changed. The foods we eat, even down to our food, down to our medication. It's so much that is taking place, even down to our currency. You know, like, whether people want to face this fact or not, but America is falling off. We are. There's other countries that are taking the lead. We used to be like #1. Now, don't get me started with the whole BRICS. You know, Brazil, Russia, India. What else is it? China, South Africa. They left America out. They're forming their own union. their own alliances. They're saying the hell with America. They're tired of America. And I'm like, man, we used to be the most respected country in the entire world. We're no longer that country. And it's really time that we wake up and pay attention to what is seriously taking place. So if you're telling me that we don't need these drastic changes, wake up. There has already been drastic changes that has taken place. And it's not for our greater good. So I just ask that you guys just give this man a fair chance. Because whether we like it or not, he is our 47th president. He has the power to control this country, to make decisions. So instead of us throwing so much hate his way, I am more focused on and curious on why was everyone hated on him so bad? Why was like people in the government trying to stop him so bad? Because most of the time when they go that hard to try to stop you, you're on the brink of greatness. So if he really wants to make America great again, then I think we should rally behind him and support him. To be honest, you don't have to agree with me, but I really do believe that, yeah, it's time, y'all. It's really time. All right, guys, I am going to leave this here. I will see you guys in the next episode.